Hi. This is the app, my biggest React Native app. I have done some other React Native client projects which I can't show you, but they're mostly social in nature as well. So let me tell you a few things about this app. This app is basically for a fraternity kind of thing. So let's say you have a church and you want the members of the church to like find each other and get like hooked up for marriage purposes, right? So this is like a matrimony type of app. I made this app in Meteor long back, and I kind of decided to make the whole rewrite the whole app in React Native and Apollo. So let's dig into the features. There's tons of features, right? So as soon as you press like login or sign up, press sign up, you can see there are multiple various roles you can sign up as. You can sign up either as a girl or a boy, or you can be a matchmaker, because in real life we normally play the roles of matchmaker and say, hey, do kind of like the do matchmaking for the social dating kind of scene. So this is that angle, social dating. All right, so let's say you log in, you sign up, and you normally have to fill in a huge amount of forms that you don't like. And I tried to kind of make it a little bit more playful. The colors obviously can be changed. So basically, as soon as you click any of those icons, which are really important for those people, those icons changes. This is basically React state. So as you can see, it is changing based on your age, either you're a girl or you're kind of like a woman. Also the height. So we're playing, trying to like have some fun over here. All these are states. Like as soon as you change the select options, it changes. So, and all those stuff I made as well, like all those icons I made myself in Sketch, which is super easy and fun to use. All right, enough of this, and let's move into what the app is really like once you fill up your forms. So you have a list of people you can chat. You can't see their photos immediately. That's what we wanted to do. Like we wanted to hide someone's identity if they don't want to show it to other people, and then you can immediately chat to people. There's no limitations to that. And let me show you how that's done. That's graphical. Obviously you should know it. Obviously you must know it by now. Graphical is like Postman but for Apollo. So here I'm sending some message. It's real time, just like in Meteor.js. It's real time. Apollo did the same thing with Apollo subscriptions. I'll show you the code a bit later. As you can see, it's real time, and that's no surprise to us Meteor guys. But seeing that in Apollo like made me like really smile, because I can the chat is real time but not the other thing. Let me show you the code. Let me see why the code is. All right, because you can control what parts you want. Right. This is the only bit of code you need to make it real time, and otherwise it's just simple Apollo mutations and query. Some neat stuff with React, which I was able to do, which was really hard to do in Meteor, was the states, obviously. So you can see you have seen, unseen, and when the message came, and once you go into the chat room, the notifications goes away because it's seen now, right? Like let's say if we send another message, you'll see the notifications come and the messages come. This is all states, right? This is super easy to do in React, but it's super hard to do in Meteor, right? Now let's say, as you can see, I went into the chat room and the notification went out. It made it seen. There's some other features like photo requests, so you can request someone's photo, and if they accept, you can see it. Edit profiles and everything. Edit profile is the same one as you saw in the fill up guide. That's the pricing thing, right? And yeah, let me show you the other part of this app, which is the matchmakers, right? So far you have seen the normal guys or girls who are gonna sign up, and now is the matchmakers. And only husband and wives are allowed to be matchmakers. So you need to be a couple to become a matchmaker, right? So as soon as you sign up, you get greeted with this message, like, has your wife or husband, depending on your gender. So your wife, you get this message like, has your wife or your husband has signed up as a matchmaker? You say yes or no, and then you are made into a team, this is like super. I made this super simple so that matchmakers, because we don't need that much information on the matchmakers, right? So you give in a digital team number, like a 4-digit team number, so people can identify you, and we can make you a couple. Like when your wife or husband signs up, they sign up into this team, right? Yeah, so you wait for approval, and once you're approved, you can use the app. So you see this app has only 4 tab navigations as compared to the previous one where I showed you, which had 5 tab navigations. This is basically two completely separate navigation system, two separate apps based on the navigation system. So if you're signed up as a matchmaker, you're taken into a totally separate app, but it's in the same single app. That's the beauty of it. So let's say your wife signed up and you're now signing up. You're trying to figure out, okay, let's see which team I need to get into, and you type in, obviously your husband will know the team number, and they'll give you the team number and you can sign up. Like I said, this app has tons of features. Sometimes it's a bit confusing for the people, but it kind of came from the community. They wanted these sort of features, right? So right, yeah, so you sign up, same thing, and you go through the same motions that you did before. I'm gonna like make it faster for brevity's sake. All right, now once you're approved and everything, you can see the people who are signed up here, and you can see like all the guys can only see the guys, and girls can only see the girls. So let's say I can come here, and this is like a whole different ball game. This video is getting like too long, but like but anyway, let me show you. So you can chat with this guy and say, hey, do you want me to make you a match and stuff like that. So this kind of like a platform where matchmakers and people who want to be matched come in, and yeah, this is like the candidates, the people who are already in your team. Like let's say this guy said, okay, I want you to make, like find me someone, so this is in your team. And this is the guys who will be in your team, and this tab is like the girls who are in your team. So yeah, the brothers and sisters is a bit confusing name, but that's how we call people, like in a fraternity, like, okay, he's your brother and stuff like that. This basically means guy and girl, right? So you can match people based on their permission. So permission is a huge thing in our community, so that's something we wanted to do. And once you get into someone, like, okay, and you can see, okay, hey, I have, let's say your team will have 5 or 6 girls, and your team will have 5 or 6 guys, and you can choose between them. You can see their stuff and say, hey, do you want to like, and you can hook them up like that. Yeah, it's pretty, and you can match them up, and there you go, and say these are the matches, and this is how the matches will be seen in the user side, and you'll get notifications as well, whether if they start chatting.